Genesis chapter 25, verses 1 to 34, New Revised Standard Version. Verse 1, Abraham took another wife whose name was Keturah. Verse 2, she bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Verse 3, Jokshan was the father of Sheba and Dedan. The sons of Dedan were Ashurim, Litushim, and Leumim. Verse 4, the sons of Midian were Ifer, Hanok, Abidah, and Ildah. All these were the children of Keturah. Verse 5, Abraham gave all he had to Isaac. Verse 6, but to the sons of his concubines Abraham gave gifts while he was still living, and he went them away from his son Isaac, eastward to the east country. Verse 7, this is the length of Abraham's life, 175 years. Verse 8, Abraham breathed his last and died in a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. Verse 9, his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, son of Suhar the Hittite, east of Mamre. Verse 10, the field that Abraham purchased from his Hittites, there Abraham was buried with his wife Sarah. Verse 11, after the death of Abraham, God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac settled at Ber-lahai-roi. Verse 12, these are the descendants of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar, the Egyptian Sarah's slave girl, bore to Abraham. Verse 13, these are the names of the son of Ishmael, named in the order of their birth. Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael, and Kedar, Adbiel, Mibsam. Verse 14, Mishma, Duma, Masa. Verse 15, Hadad, Tima, Jetor, Nafish, and Kedema. Verse 16, these are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names and their villages, and by their encampments, 12 princesses according to their tribes. Verse 17, this is the length of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. He breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people. Verse 18, they settled from Havilah to Shur, which is opposite Egypt in the direction of Syria. He settled down alongside of all his people. Verse 19, these are the descendants of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham was the father of Isaac. Verse 20, and Isaac was 40 years old when he married Rebekah, daughter of Bethuel, the Aramean of Padan Aram, sister of Laban, the Aramean. Verse 21, Isaac prayed to the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord granted his prayer, and his wife Rebekah conceived. Verse 22, the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it is to be this way, why do I live? So she went to inquire of the Lord. Verse 23, the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb. The 2 peoples born of you shall be divided, and one shall be stronger than the other. The elder shall serve the younger. Verse 24, when her time to give birth was at hand, there were twins in her womb. Verse 25, the first came out red, all his body like a hairy mantle, so they named him Esau. Verse 26, afterward his brother came out with his hand gripping Esau's heel, so he was named Jacob. Jacob was 60 years old. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. Verse 27, when the boys grew up, Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field, while Jacob was a quiet man living in tents. Verse 28, Isaac loved Esau because he was fond of game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Verse 29, Once when Jacob was cooking a stew, Esau came in from the field and he was famished. Verse 30. Esau said to Jacob, "Let me eat some of that red stuff, for I am famished." Therefore he was called Edom. Verse 31. Jacob said, "First sell me your birthright." Verse 32. Esau said, "I am about to die. Of what use is a birthright to me?" 33. Jacob said, "Swear to me first." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. Verse 34. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and lentils too, and he ate and drank and rose and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Genesis chapter 25, verses 1 to 34, New Revised Standard Version.